Hello. How are y'all? I am doing great. Ooh, my countertop's nasty. Let me wipe it off right here. There's something right here on it. I just felt it. Tell you what, there's a gnat in here and it keeps aggravating me. I might have to get that thing if it'll just come around and land. So if y'all hear me hit myself, that's why. Hi, Miranda. Hey, I'm having problems with my laptop, so I'm having to restart it. So as soon as it comes back up, I'll get back on it. Hi, Debbie. But we're going to go ahead and get started because I want to show y'all that I did. You're finished your dinner, huh? Okay. Oh, and then you're going to make a card. Yay! Yay. I am so glad. Okay. I told y'all last week that I'm going to perfect this, what did I tell you it was? Tricorn fold card. I was going to try and make it smaller. Well, I could not get the sizes right. So I decided I would make it the size that she made it. And go ahead and do it that way. And make an envelope for it. And yeah, I've still got my envelope punch board. I know it's retired, but I made an envelope with it. So I'm not going to show y'all how to make the envelope. I just want to show y'all a good card. And I've got most of it already done. So we're started with this petal pink base. And we're going to glue this part. Let me see if I can get my laptop up here. Let me... And so we're going to glue it together. And this piece right here is, you know, I thought I had wrote it down. Okay, it is 8 by 6. I scored it at 2 and 6, flipped it over, scored it at 4. And then came up to right here, scored it at an angle here to this point, 2 right here, scored it at an angle at this point, and then did angles like this. And this is 2 here, this is 2 here. And that's how you can fold it like this. I'm going to fold it like this, and whoopsie. And then when you get those angles, then it folds like this. And then we're going to glue our mouth shut. Hi, Kayla. Oh, okay, Debbie. I can't read this under my thing. Hi, Jessie. Jessie said she's going to be here tonight. Woohoo. So we're going to glue this part together. This part that if you wanted it to be a puppet, this would be its mouth. So we're going to glue that part together. Okay, and see, it can stand this way, or it could stand this way. Remember I showed you last week? It could stand up this way, use it long ways, or you could turn it sideways and it can stand, and you can decorate it this way. Woohoo! I decorated mine this way, but this one tonight I think we're going to decorate this way, and that way y'all can see that. Let me get my laptop going here. It's just being so aggravating. Anywho, I made one little mistake on my sample, so I'm remedying that with this one. These two here are our ones with the DSP on it. And I did it with every one of them because I had intended to do DSP here, 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 and here. Well, whenever I did that, I did it here, 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 and here. And I thought, that's not working. That's not what I wanted. So I went ahead and did it here and here. But it's this DSP. You can write on this in black ink or a black Sharpie or a black Bic marker, and you can still be fine. But I'm not going to do that there. With this one, I'm going to put the white pieces in there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our liquid glue, and we're going to glue this together. Now, the reason I did most of this is because, yeah, I told y'all I had another one, and then I found another one, Fun Fold card, and they're both pretty easy and simple, and I'm hoping I can show y'all both of those. If not, I can show you one this week. I'm telling you, I got to looking for Fun Fold cards on YouTube, and I found so many, and I thought, oh my gosh, some of them I already knew, and I had tried, and they're okay to me, but some of these are just so cute, and they're going to make so easy to do multiples of them that I want to show y'all. So I'm going to tell you, I honestly do not know the names of the ladies that I watched, because I watched several, but I will give you the names of the Fun Fold cards, and you can always go get on YouTube and look and see who done them. Okay, now we're going to come to the back, and we're going to put all of our white pieces in here. And I'm tell you, this, you can wait until you get this on here to write in here if you want to, because it folds like this until you get you decorate the front. Once you decorate the front, forget that part. Doesn't do as well, but I think you might be able to still wait. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. I may have to try that. Let's see. These two didn't want to come apart. They wanted to stick together. They said they liked it together. Whoopsie, I almost dropped it. Okay. Now one thing is, if you use pattern DSP that has got a certain direction for the pattern, make sure you match that up. I may have to go this way, because this is the way it looks like it's going to go on my pattern. But I don't know. We may go this way anyway. We'll see. We will see. I bet y'all already recognize my pattern paper. It's the Magnolia Lane DSP. I love this pattern paper. I'm going to have to get some more, because there's one sheet I really like in there, and I've already used up all of mine. Yeah. So, of course, I like all of them, really. But there's one that I in particularly really like. It's more of a plain, and I just really like it. Okay, let me get on Facebook here and see if I can find myself once it comes up. Alrighty, now there we go with that. So here we are with it decorated like this. Now, I did not. Hi, Shannon. Glad you're here. Yay. Anyway, I heat embossed this in the black embossing powder. And okay, looky there. I have a spot here I totally missed. I bet you I just totally messed it up. Doggone it. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. I looked at this so well, and I thought I did so good. I don't know how in the world I missed that. Well, bummer-roosers. That'll be okay. It'll be all right. So we're going to color this up real quick. What I'm using is my blender pen. I'm going to be using Saffron, Petal Pink, Mossy Meadow, Early Espresso. I did the smaller ones. I did 2 of them with the Powder Pink, Mossy Meadow, and Early Espresso. I'm going to stick my thumb in it. Look there. Did it really nicely. Let me find myself here. So crazy. I'm telling you what, I am so tired that I feel crazy. I worked so much last week. Thank you, Shannon. I worked so much last week. I'm exhausted. And I was off on Friday and did this stuff here. And And this is all I did. I mean, I didn't do laundry or nothing. I did laundry. I started it before I went to work Saturday morning, and finished it when I got home Saturday afternoon late. But I put in quite a few hours last week. Never put in quite that many. But with the holidays, the boss insisted. I think one day I did 9.5 hours. Then I did 2 11.5 hour days and 2 10.5 hour days. So, okay. There we go. So, I'm just a little tired. And yesterday, you know, it was church day, so I didn't even take a nap yesterday. I was in my recliner, and I thought, you know, I've got to be at choir practice at 4:30, and I looked over at Johnny. He was in his. I was going to tell him when I doze off, make sure you wake me up so I won't be late for choir practice. I looked over there, and he was snoozing away. Yeah, he's asleep. I thought, well, so much for that. I have to stay awake. So I stayed awake and was not late for choir practice. So, but I really would have liked to have had a little bit of a nap. Oh man, look how bad I went over that. One of the ladies in the choir said, "Did you get a nap?" And I said, "No, Johnny did." She just laughed. We all compare our naps. I'm not a huge nap person, but sometimes when I'm just so tired, I will. But just love using my blender pens. I'm going to have to get me a new one out of the drawer. I think I have about worn this one out on both ends. I'm telling you. I think I'm a little rough on them. I think it's why. I'm just a little too rough on them, I do believe. So I need to learn to be a little lighter handed, but I just can't seem to perfect that part yet. I will, you know. If I don't, oh well. Anyway, see, this is going to be fine. Even with my goof there with the embossing powder, I thought I looked at every spot and made sure it was all shiny and pretty, and I just totally missed that spot up there. It happens sometimes, you know, and it's easy to fix, and if it's not, it's just beauty of it. It's part of it. It's homemade, you know, so can't go to store-bought when this good. You're not a nap person either, Miranda. Till Sunday comes, it's the perfect way to enjoy Sabbath after church service. That's true, but I'm always afraid I won't wake up and I'll miss choir practice, you know. And so, well, Sunday before last, we didn't have choir practice. Our choir director was on vacation, and it was 5th Sunday night singing, and I sat down in my recliner. Johnny was, what was he? I can't remember if he was doing beans or tomatoes or something. He might have been doing green beans. Anyway, the next thing I know, he was saying, you want to wake up and come eat supper? And I'm thinking, supper? Because usually on Sundays we don't eat supper until after church. And I mean, I had just slept right through it. Just slept right through nearly the start of church. So we didn't go. Well, I was fixing to say, he fixed supper. But thank you, Kayla. You're going to have to use these now. You have to use them. They are awesome. Anyway, I was going to say he fixed supper, but no, what he did was he cut up some tomatoes and laid us some bread out on a plate. We had a tomato sandwich. Of course, right now, that's the thing that we eat more than anything with these fresh tomatoes we've got. We've taken boxes of them to church and gave them away. Johnny doesn't sell his produce. He gives it away. And we took some Sunday morning, and boy, they were gone in no time. So, but that's okay. That's what we want. And he's made pickles. He made zucchini pickles that are sweet, and they're not my favorite, but I wouldn't tell him that. Of course, I don't eat hardly any of the pickles he makes because they're always just not to my taste, and I'm gotten where I'm not as big of a pickle eater as I used to be. Well, you need to try it, Debbie. You don't have to mess up the cap of your, although mine is, because I do it if I'm watercoloring. Or sometimes I'll just use my re-inker and put it on a block and watercolor that way. But for my blender pens, I've got where I really like to do it that way, and you're just getting your ink right onto your blender pen. Alrighty, now then, we're going to get the cutting machine over here. I'm going to put this right here, and we are going to cut out our magnolia. I wish I could cut out where I messed it up, but it won't. I know it won't. Might cut off a little bit of it. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. We had salad for supper tonight because I didn't have to cook it. Didn't make the house hot. Thank you, Davy. Look like yours in the top. Yeah, I have several that looks like that. My old ones look like that bad, but no, I didn't cut any of that out. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Okay, we're going to lay this set this right back over here. I'm going to need it in just a minute because we are going to take this small piece of petal pink and we're going to stamp on it. Yeah, I did not get my stamp out. I got my die out I'm going to use, but I didn't get my stamp out that I was going to use. Ah, Swanee. I thought I was totally prepared. But of course not. I have to forget something, don't I? Alrighty. We are going to be stamping Thinking of You. We're going to stamp it in Memento when I find where I laid it at. Just like that. It's upside down, but that's okay because we're going to cut it out. So it's alright that it's upside down because they're not. It's right side up. Okay. Get the cutting machine back over here. Now I'm going to tell y'all, be honest with you, I'm not real sure what this die is supposed to cut out. Hi, Mike. Glad you're here. Yeah. But I'm not real sure what it's supposed to cut out. I have tried to look at different things on my stamp set here, and there's no shape or anything. And so I thought, okay, it's for my sentiments. That's what I'm using it for. That may be what it is. I honestly do not know. It's kind of an odd shape, and it just, I don't know. But it works pretty good for this. I liked how it looked, how it looks on my card that I've already done. So, alright, let's set this back over here out of our way. And now look at that. See? That makes a pretty neat shape for your sentiment, don't you think? Kind of like it. I think I got a little crooked, but I think that'd be okay. Alright, now then, we've got our little pieces here that we're going to put in our corners that I forgot to do. Our little triangles. And let me get our liquid glue and let's glue these little triangles on real quick. And I'm not putting gobs of glue on, I'm just putting a little bit on there, and we're going to sit it down right here. And we're going to do, there's 8 of them. So we're doing 8. These little babies. And look how much better I cut it this week than I did last week. Does this not look so much better? And like I said, I could not figure out the the best sizing for this. I'm guessing somebody that's got a better math head than I have could probably figure this out. But that's not me. Definitely not me. So, like I said, I just made my envelope using our envelope punch board. I hate that it retired, but I'm hoping that Stampin' Up will come out with something else that we can use to make envelopes. I know you can get online and did you make a die for the stamps that are in the beginner's brochure? Did they make? I know they're different stamps. You know, I haven't even looked at my beginner's brochure, but that's a good thought, Miranda. I haven't even opened up my package. Is that not terrible? Yeah, I need to get it opened so I can look at it, and because I really think that I probably want to buy the set that goes with this. I'd love to do a class with the Magnolia set. I don't know when. With work, the way it's been. And I've got a few things coming up this summer, so I'm not sure when I can get a class in. But that's an idea. That may be where that comes in at. It could go with something on there, and really isn't supposed to. It wasn't made to cut your sentiments out with. But I think it works just fine. I think we can use it for whatever we want to if it works. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. Use your imagination. Look at there. That thing wants to scoot. Scooch down this way. Okay. Now, I just think this looks so pretty. I am so glad I decided that I was going to remake it. And it looks so much better than my disaster from last week. So much better. But look at that. Is that not pretty? Oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I think I'm going to go this way with it anyway. I'm going to. Now then, of course I'm going to pop this up. Why would I not? It would be awful to not pop my Magnolia up. So, we're going to go this way. So you can fold it either way to put it in your envelope and lay it flat. And these tend to want to pop out. But I think we're going to... See, I want to see where I want to put the... I'm not going to use my edges. I'm going to use my little dimensionals like this. I want to make sure I get my dimensionals right where I want them. I don't want them on the fold here at all. Let's see. And I will not put a ton of dimensionals on this either. This direction, that's all I'm going to use. I know, is that not sad? It's like, you're not using any. So we're going to go this direction. Let's see. Yeah, come on. Hop off of there. I don't want it getting way down there. Okay. Like that right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it back this way. Because if I don't, this is going to pooch up. And I don't want it to pooch up because if it pooches up, then it's going to make a mess. So I'm going to come up like this. I'm going to put a dimensional here. Let me see. Here. Nope, that's not where I want it. Nope, that's not where I want it. Boy, the top came off of that. Okay. I'm going to put it right there. Okay. I'm going to put one. Let's see. We're going to put one right here. Alright, now, that's that way. So I'm going to lay it, and we're going to set that down just like that. Now, see, it makes it look, it's like it's flat. Thank you, Shannon. See, it's flat, so it can set up this way, and you can see your magnolia. Now, we're going to take the Thinking of You, and we are going to, I'm not going to pop it up at all. I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, and we're going to stick it right here on this one. The other one, I put it at the bottom, but I want to show y'all the other one, too, so this is awesome. I just love this. I may be making quite a few from different stamp sets with this. I don't know. Thing is, I can't mail them because it'd probably cost a ton to mail this thing because of the big envelope I had to make. Of course, we probably can buy some envelopes. Office Depot probably has them. We have Office Max still here. They just never changed the name of ours. It's still Office Max. Okay, now I'm going to put these right here, right back here, and I guess I probably need to put a little more glue than that. I'm just going to put that right there, and then we're going to come around here on this side, and we're going to put this one right here. That way we've got some decoration on the inside. We can lay it like this and write whatever we want here and here. So it will lay down so you can write on. Okay, there it is. Now let's show you my other one. Here's the other one that I did it this way. And now I've had it laying down so long it doesn't want to stay. But anyway, this is the other one. And see, I ended up with the designer series paper on all of them. But that wasn't what I had intended. That's just what happened. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad y'all like this. I am just loving it. Anyway, here is the envelope I made. Do you see how big this envelope is? But I'll tell you what, it fits. It fits this way. But the only thing is, and it's too wide this way. But I could not get this figure out a size to do this for that either. And on my punch board, I did the let me see if I can find it. I did the, I think I did the 6 by 6.5 size, I think. But anyway, I'm going to look at Office Max and see. I bet you they've got some envelopes. But as big as it was, I figured I can use dimensionals on these babies. Hi, Shelly. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. But anyway, this is my repeat of last week, but much better. much better. So let's set this aside. Let me see how much time I got. Going pretty good. Okay. Now, this next card, I'm going to tell you, I played with this and played with this and played with this until I think I got it figured out. This card is called Peekaboo Tent Fold. And I thought, oh man, that's so cute. Until I started making it, and every time that I did the little peekaboo tent fold, I tore it every time. And I thought, man. So, we're going to try it. We're going to do a little bit of coloring. We're going to use our Calypso Coral. And, you know what? I did not stamp it on my envelope. Let me do that real quick. I used my blends, but I know good and well I stamped that with the, I don't know, I may not have. Let me find my stamp. Okay, Sharon didn't the stamp out. Sharon's doing really good. Yeah. Sharon's lagging behind. Let me find the people. You know, the one thing I don't like about this stays on is the smell. It has got this funky smell. And I saw Yakola on the back. No, it's alright. I'm going to re-stamp that because I want to make sure that this is stamped with the stays on so I can use my blends with it. Okay. But it has this really, really funky smell to it. And I don't know what it is. And I'm using the corner. Alright. There it goes. My laptop had went black and now it's lost us. This crazy thing. There we are. Yep, it's crazy. Now I could do that, Shelly. That's a good idea. But anyway, I am cleaning the stays on off with my scrubbing mist. And that's better than using the stays on and getting it all over my scrubber. And it comes off pretty well, you know, as long as I do it just right after. So it's okay. We are using the layering circle dies. We are using a piece of cardstock that is 4 by 11. It will fit inside, but it's a little bit small, but that's okay. I forgot to score it. Yes, all of a sudden, Sharon realizes there's so many things I forgot to do that I had every intentions of doing. We are going to score it at 5.5, since this is 11, because our card is going to fold this away. Okay, I know that's, I know there's a name for it. One is portrait and one is landscape. Maybe this is portrait. And this is landscape. And I didn't get that perfect. Well, I don't know how that happened. Let's see. As long as my DSP fits on here, I'm not going to worry about it. Alrighty, we are using, I didn't even tell you which stamp set we were using, did I? We are using the Floral Essence. I know some of you figured that one out. The Floral Essence. And I'm going to, my sentiment is going to be with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. That's the sentiment we're going to stamp on it. We're not going to put a sentiment on the inside, but I need to find my piece because here I am forgetting that I need to stamp the inside piece also. And if I don't hurry up, I'm not going to get to show y'all my third card. So I need to hush my mouth and get on the ball, don't I? That's exactly what I need to be doing. Hushing my mouth and getting on the ball. Here. Okay. Now, we're going to get that out of the way. We're going to get our blends. And look there, I put that in. I just stamped that with Memento, and I'm just going with it. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, my blends are So Saffron, both of them, and Calypso Coral, both of those. They're light and darks. We're going to start with this piece right here. We're going to start with the light. Most people like to start with the dark. I'm going to start with the light. I'm going to do this light right here. I'm going to come in with a little bit of this dark. Just do it right here. You really can't tell it as much, but it's there. Now I'm going to blend it all together. Now I'm going to come in with my light Calypso Coral, and we're going to, I'm just taking the side of my brush tip, and I'm just going around in circles with this, like this. That's all we're doing. Try and hurry. I'll tell you what, I am sweating. It is so hot here in Alabama. I mean, we're used to, sometimes we have such hot. Okay, I did not let this dry long enough. It was wanting to smear some of this black with us, so. But some summers it's so much hotter, and it's not so much the heat, it's the humidity. We have this horrid humidity, and that's just as bad as having wind chills in the winter time. You know, I don't like the humidity. Makes you feel like you're smothering sometimes. Alrighty, I'm gonna take my little this is our color lifter, and I'm gonna come right here. Just gonna lay it on it. I'm not gonna try and shove it anywhere so much. I'm just gonna lay it on there and let it pick some of that up. Alright, that looks better. Alright, we're gonna go to this next one. And look at there, I have got glue on here, and it's on the back of my envelope. Well, bummeroosers. How did I do that? Doggone it. Doggone it. Where's that at? Alright, I'm turning. Let me flip that down. I know I can get that off. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this flower. We're going to that. And you know what I did not do? I did not put my, alrighty, it's not coming all the way through. I did not put my postie note in there. Let me put my postie in there. Okay, it's not come through, so I've saved it enough that I can get my postie in here. Alrighty, now then we're going to use our light. I didn't use my dark on my other one. Yeah, this, I'm just messing this up big time because I did not let it dry enough. Started to say this is the dark, but it's not, it's the light. Just making a mess. A royal mess. This is what happens when I forget to do some things. You know, I'm like getting overzealous last week and messed up that card so royally. Okay, we're just going to come in for some of this in the darker shade, and didn't do that with the other one. I'll have to go back and do that and see. We may not. I just want to do a little blend here. Okay. Oh no. Alrighty, color lifter. Let's get this right here. Okay, that did pretty good. Alrighty. Take that out, throw that up there. Now I don't know what it's going to do with this one. Considering the fact that I did not use the right ink. I used Tuxedo instead of Stays On, but looky here. It's already dry, and I think it's going to work. And maybe I used the wrong thing. Maybe I should have used this. I can't remember. I swear my mind just goes blank sometimes at what I'm supposed to be using. This is probably what I'm supposed to be using. Yep, it is. I'm such a dodo head. Sharon is a dodo head. Sharon does stupid things sometimes. Oh well. So much for that. I guess I need to start looking at my stamps. Whichever one is that. Oh yes, that's the one I'm supposed to be using. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that the Calypso curls in there in the middle. It's okay. I'm going to throw these over here. Whoopsie, I got to have that light right quick though. Got to finish this. All right, now then, what we're going to do is we are going to take our shot and we're going to cut this out right here. Just like this. Like this. I love this in the Calypso Coral. I think it looks so pretty in this Calypso Coral. But you could do it in so many of the other colors. I have done this in Blackberry Bliss. You know, did this flowers in Blackberry Bliss. And I almost did this in Balmy Blue, but I thought, no, I don't think I will. But I almost did. And, but I didn't. Okay, now, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is, see, we've got our card base. We have one piece of the Perennial Essence DSP to go on the inside. It's a little bit smaller than my card base, and that's what I wanted it. But now, our piece that goes on the front is the same size as our card base because it's supposed to cover the whole front. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in here first. And see if I can get it scrunched right where I want it. Oopsie. Oh well, it's over this way a little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to leave it. Okay, I'm not stamping a sentiment on the inside. I'm just leaving it so I can write all the stuff I want to write on in here. So there's our inside. Now, for our outside, let me block my sentiment there. All right. Tuxedo, where are you? It's hiding from me. There it is. There, I'm going to use that. Okay, what we do with this piece, this is a piece that is going to fit on the front. It's the same size as the front. We're going to take our trimmer and we're going to take it, and let me see. We're going to cut along this. This is 5.5 by 3.5. And we're going to put this in here, and let me see, put the 5.5 at the 3.5. Okay, we're going to put this at the 3.5. No, this is not 5.5 by 3.5. This is 4 by 5.5. We're putting this at 3.5. That's where I messed up my mouth. Okay, then we're going to take our trimmer. But what we're going to do is turn this around. I don't want it that way right there. I want it this way, right here. Because this goes at the bottom. Okay, and then I want this at the top. We are going to cut this till we get to this 3 3/4 mark on our trimmer. So don't get zealous with it, just go slow. And you can stop right where your arrow gets to the 3 3/4 mark. And that's all you cut on that right there. Then what you do, and this is where I mess up every time and it's tearing, is whenever you fold it back this way. But this has to come to just here. And you want to fold it. And then it says, okay, fine, but I don't want to fold straight. And now, see, it's not down there where I wanted it. But that's okay. This one, you're going to fold up this away. That there's not a certain point you've got to stop. There. And look at there. That didn't tear as bad as my other one. Let me show you one that I did that I have not used. And see how bad it tore? Look how bad that looks. You know, just, anyway, I'll make a card out of it anyway. So now what we're going to do is we are going to lay this on our card base, right where it's going to go. I'm going to, okay, it's a little bit wide. I don't think my card base is quite the right size. So I'm going to let it hang out off over here because I can trim that. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to take my tuxedo. I am going to take my stamp. And I want this over this away as far as I can get it. Make sure there's not any ink on your block. I do it better if I leave my paper down than if I try to move my paper from where I have it. And I want it over here as close to this end as I can get it without going off the end of my cardstock. Now the very first one that I made it, stamped it over this way too far. That's because I moved my my DSP off and I stamped it. So the second one that I made, I came over this way some, but I didn't come over quite far enough. That's what I'm going to show you. But this one I'm hoping is going to be perfect. So let's get us some let's get us some liquid glue on here. And you're going to put it on all these edges here. I'm going to try not to come over too far over here because I'm going to trim all that off. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to come right down here and start lining this up right here. I'm sorry if my noggin gets in your way. I just want to get it lined up really nice and straight as best I can with it not seem to not be cut right. And we're going to come up through here and we're going to flip it around this way because I want to get this straight also. Okay, now then, there we go. Now I got glue on my fingers. Let me cap it real quick. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my snips, and we're going to snip that right there off real quick because I don't know how in the world I cut it wrong, but I did, and I think I cut the base wrong. I don't think it's my DSP. I think it's my base card. And I'm just going to trim that right there off with my snips, and we'll take care of that. See, that takes care of that. Now then, the beauty of this, even though you may have a tear here, but use some dimensionals on the back of this, right here. And I didn't put dimensionals all over it or anything because of the fact that whenever you put this on, this right here is going to pop some of it up. And it's going to work. It's going to work. I just got to decide which way I want this to go. I think we'll go this way. And it's okay if it hangs over just a little because it's going to have to, because there's no way you can get it all the way here and with this sentiment. And you can use a shorter sentiment and it'll be fine. But this is narrower than your envelope anyway, so it's okay. So I want to put a some here, and this piece is, ooh, I thought it was going to be too long, but it's just perfect. And I'm going to see if I can get that bee in one of those little swirlies right there. And there we go. Now, I'm not going to put anything on the inside just right. Uh-oh, looky there. We can see where I did that. Oh, I did not know. I think that's too far over. No, maybe not. Let's see. Where is our envelope? What did we do with our envelope? Here it is. But I'm going to show you. It's going to fit in this envelope. Just stick it in there like this. And the envelope closes. Ta-da! Thank you, Miranda. Hi, Mona. I'm so glad you're here. Yay! But anyway, see, it'll fit. See, here's my other one. See, I got it over just a little further this way than I did this one. This one is just a smidgen closer, but I think I can take it a little bit closer. But you can, it doesn't matter what sentiment you put on there as long as it fits in your tent fold here. Is that not neat? I just love it. It's so cute. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty, let's see what time it is. Okay, we're out of time. I'm so sorry. I will show y'all this other one next Monday. And between now and then, I'm hoping, I've got to work this weekend. This is my Sunday to work. But I'm hoping to get in my crafty room Saturday. Friday or Saturday. And I will find another fun fold. And I'm going to tell you what, I am just loving these fun folds. They are just so exciting. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, and I'll find another fun fold. So we'll have 2 fun folds next Monday. If that's okay with y'all, if y'all don't mind them. I mean, I'm just like, wow, I need to start a notebook. Put all my fun folds in it. You know, my directions and everything. Now, let me get this out of the way. And let me show you these cards. Okay. That one, that's the one I messed up. So here's this one. I'll show you the inside. Boy, it does not want to fold. Got something on there. Here, we'll fold this one. This one's folding better. Not much, a little bit. Anyway, here it is, the front and the outside, inside. And here are both of our, let me see, what did I tell you this was called? This one is called Oh Flitter. See, this one is Peekaboo. No. Yes. This is Peekaboo Tent Fold. This one is, I've got it here somewhere. I've got everything just piled up. Tricorn Fold. Tricorn style fold card. Whew. Anyway, here they are, and I am so proud of these. I did so much better with these, in my opinion, and I love them. I just love this. It is so cool, you know. And it's like I said, I don't know about mailing this unless I can find some envelopes at Office Max that they'll fit down into, that are mailable and that won't cost an arm and a leg to mail it, you know. And because I'm thinking my homemade envelope, they'd probably charge me a lot more for it to mail it. But anyway, I will look and I'll let y'all know if I find some, because I think I want to make some more of these, because this just turned out so pretty. I love it. I love it. I am so glad I took time with this. And so, anywho's, that's it for this evening, ladies. I'm sorry that and gentlemen, since Mike's here. And, but we'll be back here, good Lord willing, next Monday evening, 7 Central, right here on Pray and Stamper. Y'all have an awesome week. Get in your crafty space. Create. Share it here on my Pray and Stamper page. I'd love to see what y'all make. Miranda, I want to see what you're making tonight. And, I love you. I love you all, and I thank y'all so much for coming and giving me love and watching me create for y'all. Y'all have a blessed week, and good Lord willing, like I said, next Monday, 7 Central, right here on the Pray and Stamper. Bye.